On the news tonight, experts examine gas flaring and need to commercialize it. Dignity of human persons advocated as International Family Day is marked. Nigerian youth urged to be driven of social economic development. Military and personalities rub minds at Bola Tinubu colloquium. Plus, entertainment and sports. Good evening and welcome to NTA2 News. I am Ademola Adeoye. The Lagos State government has taken bold steps to improve security of lives and property in the state by inaugurating the Neighborhood Safety Corps. Governor Akinwumi Ambode, who inaugurated the new grassroots security watch outfit, says it behoves on both the government and Lagos residents to cooperate and rid Lagos of criminals. Nosa Osula has the details.
The governor, on the 15th day of August 2016, assented to the law that created the Neighborhood Safety Corps. According to him, the fight against crime and all forms of criminality would be better enhanced if efforts are geared towards embracing community policing to complement the police and other enforcement agencies.
We are launching our own whistleblower scheme with the Neighborhood Safety Corps. Any valuable information given to the corps will attract handsome rewards from the state government. I therefore call on all Lagosians to join hands with us to say a final no to crime in our state.
Commissioner for Special Duties and Intergovernmental Relations, Oluseye Oladejo, said the launch of the Neighborhood Corps and the handing over of several equipment to the agency was a testimony of a visionary government which had decided to move ahead of emerging challenges of crime.
The main thrust of the DT of any forward-looking and progressive administration is to ensure the safety of lives and property of its citizens.
A total of 177 saloon cars, 377 motorcycles, 4,000 bicycles, as well as metal detectors for ensuring that illegal weapons are not smuggled into public places, among other operational equipment, were handed over to the Corps by the governor. In Lagos, Nosa Osula, NTA News.
Following a tip-off, officers and men of the Federal Operations Unit and the Comptroller General's compliance team have intercepted a container filled with 5,056 cartons of analgesic tramadol. The Comptroller General of Customs, Colonel Hamid Ali, made this known while examining the seizure in Lagos.
The container carrying analgesics were intercepted by men and officers of the Nigeria Customs Service along the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. The analgesics are dangerous drugs under prohibition. The Comptroller General of Customs, Colonel Hamid Ali, while examining the contraband, explained that the importer brought in 3,845 cartons of tramadol and 1,211 cartons of real extra.
If you compromise the first layer, you may not be able to compromise the second layer or the third layer. And that's the result of what we're seeing today. And this is what we'll continue to do until Nigerians, all of us, customs or non-customs, begin to realize that these things like this are inimical to our own progress, are inimical to our own health. They are dangerous to the economy.
He used the opportunity to call on importers to desist from unpatriotic acts capable of tarnishing the image of the country. He also hinted that measures are being taken to tighten the land borders and that officers involved in clearing the contraband will face the full wrath of the law.
We have to have 3 layers of defense in order to accost this type of thing. Otherwise, if you allow it, if you leave only the ports or the borders, a lot of these things will find their way in and nobody will trace it. So we're not deliberately harassing people, but we're trying to secure the society.
The duty paid value of the drugs is set to worth 242,688,000 naira. The drugs were produced in India and the United Kingdom.
The Nigerian Air Force says it's currently placing much emphasis on research and development as a way of building indigenous technological capacity. The Chief of Air Staff, Air Marshal Sadiq Abubakar, stated this at the 9th Tinubu colloquium in Lagos. Ken Egbeluhe reports that the theme for the colloquium is Make it in Nigeria, use what we make what we use.
The Bola Tinubu colloquium focuses on the entrepreneurial and innovative spirit in Nigeria. The goal is to create a space where ideas and people relevant in Nigeria can share knowledge and experiences with the aim of preferring solutions to the challenges facing the sector. Discussing Nigerian Air Force research and development efforts towards self-reliance, achievements and future deliverables, the Chief of Air Staff enumerated some of the local innovations by the Nigerian Air Force to maintain its array of platforms, weapon systems and associated equipment.
Nigeria faces several internal security challenges, ranging from militancy in the south-south, pipeline vandalism in the southwest, cattle rustling in the northwest, and Boko Haram terrorism in the northeast. The Nigerian Air Force has successfully deployed its air assets in conjunction with ground troops to end or reduce some of these challenges.
In a goodwill message, President Muhammadu Buhari, who was represented by the Interior Minister, commended Senator Bola Tinubu for his exemplary leadership quality and his immense contributions to the economic and political development of the country.
Tinubu is a great mobilizer and a practical man of action. He is equally effective in conceiving, planning, and executing governmental development policies.
Senator Bola Tinubu challenged Nigerian youths to use their creative insights to initiate innovative programs that will not only improve the nation's economy, but give them a voice in the Committee of Nations.
We've seen them, young talents. Don't ignore them. Let's help them. Nigeria is preparing, and paying attention to the ease of doing business in this country. The giants of Africa will never fall.
The 9th Bola Tinubu colloquium is held in commemoration of the 65th birthday of former governor of Lagos State and national leader All Progressive Congress APC in Lagos. Ken Egbeluge, NTA News.
Nigerians have been asked to see the dignity of human persons as enshrined in the Constitution as sacrosanct to guaranteeing a solid family life. Speakers at this year's African Regional World Congress of Families say the need has arisen for all, especially the civil society organizations and the media, to champion the call for the restoration of human dignity. Tunde Saiki reports.
In the past, the African continent hosts the family as a natural phenomenon, a class of entity that must be honored and not abused. These are a class of persons that will not be allowed to put the lives of another on the stake in whichever guise. Emerging trends these days are challenging, as man has become subject to seeing a girl as boy, and vice versa, because of modernity and even guaranteeing abortion as alternative to population control.
We took in a lot of things, like we took in religion, we took in education, and along them we took some other things that are not good for us, and that is corruption. Corruption in the sense of like this human dignity, like abortion, like contraceptive.
The family is somehow an impediment to development. Science actually supports the idea that strong families lead to better development.
Other speakers at the Congress described the family as a fundamental unit of the society, which with other current trends in the same society is being destroyed by individualism and sexuality education.
A radical agenda that destroys the family, that runs counter to Nigeria's culture and values and the values of most Africans on this continent.
Understand that a law is only meaningful and a law is only good for society when it intersects with morality.
The 3-day Congress is expected to look at issues of rights and freedom of the society, sexuality education, international donor agency, and the institution of marriage to mankind. In Lagos, Tunde Saiki, NTA News.
Minister of Power, Works and Housing, Babatunde Fashola, says the National Integrated Power should sustain efforts at ensuring optimal contribution to the national grid by the Omotosho NIPP generation plant. Hamza Musa Makrafi has the details.
A Motosho NIPP generation plant with 4 turbines has 500 megawatts capacity. However, like other power generation assets, daily operational challenges on gas availability and frequency from the system operator can affect delivery. The minister says the contribution by the plant exemplifies the incremental power initiative of the government. But the immediate host of the power plant, a Motosho community, has concerns over the lack of electricity supply.
So, and they are promising us now that before the end of April, right? Yes. It will be done. So go and tell them.
Southwest Nigeria is home to 2 NIPP power plants and some of the biggest transmission projects which impact on the nation's power sector. Hamza Musa Makalpi, NTA News.
The Lagos State government has rolled out the roadmap for the 50th anniversary celebrations. Nosa Osula reports that the program of event will commence on the 8th of April through 27th of May 2017.
In celebrating Lagos, Governor Akinwumi Ambode earlier revealed that the state will showcase its cultural heritage, language, art, sights and sounds, as well as its aquatic splendor. Lagos State holds a unique place in the socio-economic setting of Nigeria, and as the state's Golden Jubilee anniversary is getting nearer, residents are anticipating how the state government will harness all the golden opportunities from the historic event. It is to this end that the co-chairman of the committee, Honorable Habib Fashinro, and the acting commissioner for tourism and culture, Adebimpe Akinshola, assured residents that the celebration will be used to discover creative and talented youths across the 20 local governments and 37 local council development areas in the state.
This celebration is open to everybody who resides in Lagos State.
The program of Lagos at 50 continues even May 29, as we'll be celebrating or marking the 2 years in office of this administration.
The State Commissioner for Information and Strategy, Steve Ayorinde, said that the state was ready to accommodate and involve individuals and corporate organizations willing to contribute to the success of the celebration. Lagos State was created out of the old Western region on May 27, 1967, to become one of the 12 states in Nigeria by the military administration of General Yakubu Gowon. In Lagos, Nosa Osula, NTA News.
Still to come, why Nigeria must invest in health research and dramatic events in the world of entertainment. All these and more after this time out. Stay tuned.
Nigerians, our fearless officers and men of the Nigerian military are winning the war against Boko Haram. Today, all occupied territories have been recovered and Boko Haram has been degraded. Our affected brothers and sisters are getting their lives back. However, they are now after you and me. In our mosques, churches, schools, motor parks, markets, entertainment centers, and public gatherings. Be vigilant. Be security conscious. Report suspicious persons, objects, and movements to the police and other security agencies. The security of our nation is a duty for you and me. Nigeria, unite against terrorism.
This message is brought to you by the Federal Ministry of Information and Culture.
You're welcome back. You're still on to NTA2 News. If Nigeria invests more in researches into health conditions, medical experts in the nation's health sector will be able to come up with cures for ailments that are common among blacks. This was the view of speakers at the official launch of Adeyemi Omishore Care Foundation in Lagos. Joy Ken Abakoya has the details.
1 year after 32-year-old Adeyemi Omishore died of sickle cell anemia, an inherited health condition that affects a person's blood cells, his family and loved ones have decided to honor his memory. The Adeyemi Omishore Care Foundation aims to raise awareness about sickle cell disease and raise funds to treat and support many other sickle cell patients in Nigeria. Chairman of the event and former Director General NTA Vincent Maduka called on Nigerians to support the initiative. He also urged government to focus attention on research, especially in the health sector, to reduce the burden of deadly diseases.
The idea is that it shouldn't be just like most other foundations. It should be something extra, which is to assist other young people who have a sickle cell condition, to make people aware of the need for screening so that you know your condition and then you do what you ought to do.
The number of people that were able to persuade to support this noble idea of Mrs. Omishore, we should do it.
Adeyemi's mother and former general manager NTA Abeokuta says her late son's dream was to someday set up a foundation to help people with health challenges.
He started his own thing of helping sickle cell patients like himself. And so we felt that since it's something quite laudable that he has started, we should continue with it.
Medical experts at the event enlightened guests on prevailing health issues.
We need to keep on counseling. We need to keep on telling the population that sickle cell is real and we can prevent it. When we have a sickle cell or a person that is a carrier who marries another carrier, each pregnancy has a 1 in 4 chance that that child will be a sickle cell.
Free medical examinations for diabetes, hypertension, hepatitis B and genotype formed high point of the event. In Lagos, Joy Ken Abapuya, NTA News.
Experts have recommended a unified approach to eliminating gas flood in Nigeria by commercializing flared gas currently estimated at over $217 billion annually. The experts spoke on NTA Good Morning Nigeria. Lydia Sampson reports.
The gas flaring is a global challenge. The experts said Nigeria, like other gas-rich nations, is taking steps to tackle the problem. They decried the negative impact of gas flaring on the economy and host communities.
We have done a lot in Nigeria to reduce gas flaring. The best you can do anywhere is to reduce it to the barest minimum and ultimately not have any routine gas flaring. In 2006, about 10 years ago, Nigeria was the second largest flaring nation in the world. Today, we are number 7. So we have gone a long way in reducing gas flaring in Nigeria.
They called for flexibility by policymakers to adapt to the dynamics of the market and scale up gas utilization to meet domestic demand and encourage gas development.
What has brought us to where we are is trying to go and climb the ladder from the top without starting from the beginning. And that's why I really support the gas policy document that we have now. Although it's not perfect, but it's a good starting point. You cannot just go and regulate price or determine price without looking at how to bring the resource to the end user.
We need to be more dynamic in terms of how we react to water dynamic markets. The market is often the best regulator for itself, but within that you have frameworks that enable the markets to work. In order to attract investment to the gas sector, we have to take industry views into account.
Lack of stiffer penalties for gas flaring, low public education, unattractive tax incentives were also identified as some of the problems slowing down the efforts to contain gas flaring in Nigeria. In Abuja, Lydia Sampson, NTA News.
It's now time for us to join Thekla Wilkie on happenings in the entertainment world.
It's nice to have you join us on Entertainment News. Controversy seems to be trailing Omoni Oboli's new movie Okafor's Law, as she was reportedly served a court order on the stage of the movie premiere. The court ordered the actress to halt the movie following an alleged breach of agreement with scriptwriter Jude Idada. Reports have it that Jude Idada took the actress to court over unpaid fees promised him. Jude also claimed that he wrote the first 50 pages of Being Mrs. Elliot for Omonioboli. Omonioboli, on the other hand, maintained that the script was written by her. But Jude insists that the actress reverted to his script as evidently projected in the movie. Omonioboli reportedly broke down in tears on stage as she announced the cancellation of the movie premiere. We'll see how the rule of law prevails in this matter.
I was really looking forward to showing you the movie today. I mean, movies been to Toronto International Film Festival, Stockholm International Film Festival, PAF in America, but all that is nothing if my Nigerian people don't see this film. And for me, that is my biggest achievement, to show you my work, which is what I wanted to do today. But unfortunately, we can't show the film. We were ready to come for the event to see me all dressed, every one of you is dressed, and at 5 p.m., we got an injunction from the court not to show this film.
Still talking entertainment, Tiwa Savage seems to be getting her groove back on the home front, The singer was spotted with her husband and son at an event recently. The couple were all smiles, indicating that all is probably well. Reports have it that Tiwa Savage's husband, Tilbiz, is undergoing mental health therapy and rehabilitation. This may not be unconnected with the drama that rocked the couple's marriage last year. From all indications, the estranged couple seems to have put their differences behind them. We look forward to many more good news from the duo. And now to the foreign scene. The baby bug seems to have bitten hard on the skin of Keeping Up with the Kardashian star Kim Kardashian, as she recently revealed her desire to add another baby to her growing empire. The mother of two, who has had high-risk pregnancies in the past, will be going against doctors' advice if she decides to go through with a pregnancy plan. Well, we'll keep you in the loop as we keep keeping on with the Kardashians. And with that, we wrap up entertainment news.
It's now time for sports update with Kene Emabudeke.
Nigerian Super Eagles had to play between themselves in London due to the absence of Burkina Faso for the scheduled international friendly Monday. The match ended 1-1 as Manchester City striker Kelechi Iheanacho scored for Team A, while Austria Vienna striker Kayode Olariwanjo scored for Team B. Meanwhile, after featuring in Monday's friendlies between Super Eagles Team A and Team B, Arsenal striker Chuba Akpom is finally leaning towards playing for the national team Super Eagles instead of England. The 21-year-old Akpom, alongside some other English-born players, including Chelsea's Ola Aina, took part in the Super Eagles training session at the Barnet Hive Stadium, London. The 20 Nigeria Professional Football League club sides are set for Week 16 encounters across the Federation midweek. League table toppers Plateau United will travel to Port Harcourt for Rivers United, while MFM FC await Abia Warriors. Shooting Stars engage El Kanemi Warriors, while Rangers welcome Kano Pillars in Enugu. Sunshine Queens of Akure, who began their 2016-2017 season in the Nigeria Women Football League on a victory note, have been assured of government support. Wife of Ondo State Governor Betty Akeredolu gave the assurance after watching Akure Queens defeat Ibom Angels by 2-1.
I'm throwing my weight behind the league, and we ensure that we promote the league to greater height.
In continuation of Week 1 fixtures, Abia Angels meet FC Robo, while Confluence Queens of Lokoja travel to Asaba to face Delta Queens on Wednesday. In tennis, 7-time Grand Slam champion Venus Williams will face world number 1 Angelique Kerber in the quarterfinals of the Miami Open after defeating 7th seed Russian Svetlana Kuznetsova 6-3, 7-6. Kerber defeated Japanese qualifier Risa Ozaki 6-2, 6-2 to set up the date. With Sports Update, Kene Imabudike, NTA News.
Well, that's our package tonight on NTA2 News. Thanks for watching. Good evening.